Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another beauty to show you. This is Drive by Ellen Wille. Before we start, I wanted to ask if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing down below. Okay, so Drive, as you can see, is a very sleek, straight, mid-length to long bob and features a center part. These are heat-friendly synthetic fibers, which, as we've talked about before, they end up being a little less shiny than the synthetic fibers, which is lovely and very natural looking. Of course, the trade-off then is that heat-friendly synthetic fibers tend to be a little more prone to tangling, but there are absolutely ways to deal with that. If you apply a little heat, that will help, and finger combing very gently rather than using a brush is definitely my preferred way of just daily maintenance for this wig. So let's take a close look at some of the details. First, we have the lace front, which is just done beautifully. Ellen Wille does a great job. Even though this is a rooted color, so rooted colors can sometimes be a little bit harsh in the front, have some dark knotting first of all, and also sometimes just kind of have a dark straight line there across the forehead of fibers coming out, and it just looks very unnatural, and I often end up plucking that and trying to create a more natural appearing hairline. But with this, they've taken some of the lighter fibers and put them in the front, and then the knots also are just tiny. So beautiful, beautiful lace front, thumbs up. And then you have the monofilament part, which also looks very realistic. Now I did sew a piece of silk under there to create that appearance of scalp because I have some dark bio hair. You could use powder. There are various methods to make that part look like there's scalp appearing. And then we have these beautiful long fibers in the front and all around that will allow us to style her a number of ways. Let's go ahead and take a look from all sides. Here she is from the right. And the back. Beautiful movement, natural movement. From the left. Yeah. I am just adoring this wig so far. I'm looking forward to styling her and taking her outside and looking at the cap construction. Okay, so here we have the cap construction. First, I wanted to show you the piece of silk that I'd sewn on the center mono part. And I do that to help create a natural scalp appearance. If you do have any darker bio hair that might show through the monofilament, you can use a piece of silk, or you could use powder to try to create that natural scalp appearance in that mono part line. She is a center part wig. Please keep that in mind. You cannot part her on the right or the left. You have a little bit of space here where you could move the part around, but it's really a center part. Now moving forward towards the front hairline, you do have this beautiful extended lace front. And you do have a little more space here where you could move the part line around a little bit as you move forward to the front hairline. That extended lace front, I just want to emphasize, just gives you such nice coverage when you want to wear this style away from the face. On me, it comes from about here to about here, and I just love that. It's just very natural looking. Then another luxurious feature is the extended nape, and that gives you that little bit of extra coverage here in the nape area. You have the Velcro adjusters, which I've tightened a bit. You have the soft ear tabs. Those have metal stays inside. You can keep that flush against your head. And she's an open wefted cap, very stretchy and comfortable. Just a very luxurious cap overall. Okay, let's look at some styling options. So because Drive is a mid-length to long bob and has all these wonderful long layers, she can absolutely be styled away from the face in a number of ways. I'll show you a few here. So of course the first that I really like is this little half tuck behind one or both ears. And you can have some fibers coming forward, or you could even completely tuck her behind your ears. And This extended lace front just gives you so much wonderful coverage all the way down to the temple. For me, it comes from about here to about here. And then if you do have any bio hair, you can blend that in if the color is similar. And that just gives you a really nice natural look and option for keeping the hair away from your face. And you don't even need any accessories for that. But let's try her with a headband. And again, that's just a quick way to get that hair out of your face on a hot day. And looking at the lace front, I would say that is pretty darn good and natural looking. And then, of course, I always have to try the ponytail, my favorite thing. With this one, this is a center part cap. And as we discussed when we looked at the cap construction, you can move the front fibers a little bit, but because it's a center part, I feel that I don't really like having the ponytail too tight or too high because it creates a bit of a severe look, at least on me. So I'm thinking just kind of a loose, low ponytail will be best for this style. Here we go. Look at that from all sides. Here's my right and the back and the left. Just a wonderful way to keep these fibers off your neck on a hot day in the summertime. Okay, so here we are outside. I wanted to show you this beautiful color in natural outdoor light. This is, again, Chocolate Rooted by Ellen Wille, and it's just a gorgeous brunette color. I really do love it. What I have here is the basic coloring from Ellen Wille, and I actually called Ellen Wille here in the US and asked whether this coloring also applies to the heat-friendly synthetic fibers, which is what Drive has. And they confirmed that yes, you can use that coloring both for the synthetic wigs and the heat-friendly synthetic wigs. So what we have in this Chocolate Rooted is you have the 830, which the fibers in this combination are the 8, the dark brown, and then the 30, which is in the red family. Then you have the 6, and that is a very dark brown, and I believe that's what's in the rooting. You can see that. So that's the darkest color. And then for the highlights and in the front, you have this 27. And that is just a beautiful light kind of blondish red color that really helps disguise those knots in the front by the hairline. So excuse the wind and the lipstick. So let's take a close look. We have the front hairline. Again, those knots are just invisible, undetectable, just beautiful. And then the mono part, which looks very natural. And of course you can pluck if you need to, add powder if you want a more natural looking part line there. Let's take a look at all sides. Here she is from the right and the back. And the left. Just a gorgeous brunette color. I feel like the rooting is not too dark. The hairline is wonderful with those lighter colors, and the highlighting and blending is just done in a way that makes it look like a very natural brunette. So final thoughts. Drive by Ellen Wille is just a stunning wig. I absolutely love this wig. She's a keeper and I don't want to take her off. I just think she's very special in a lot of ways, and I'll tell you why. First, I want to mention these fibers. These heat-friendly synthetic fibers are so silky, smooth, soft, fine. They're not at all coarse or stiff. They just feel the way I think human hair should feel, healthy human hair should feel. So also the density is so low that you can tuck her completely behind your ears on both sides and not have any kind of bulging. Absolutely wonderful. You forget you're wearing a wig with this one. Then I also love the length. For me, this length is ideal because you get all the benefits of being able to style her in an updo and away from the face, especially when it's warm out, and yet you don't have all the maintenance that you get with the long wigs that can be a little more prone to tangling. So I just love this length. And then the color, this chocolate rooted, is just spot on. It's so natural and gorgeous. I feel like the highlighting gives it such a nice amount of dimension and interest, and the rooting helps make it look very natural. So I feel very comfortable in this brunette color. I think it's gorgeous. Also, I want to mention this is a heat-friendly synthetic wig. So Ellen Wille recommends that if you're going to use heat tools on her, that you use tools up to 280 degrees, and that you spray the fibers with water before you do your styling. So that's another wonderful thing, that she's so versatile, and you can also create a beach wave or what other kind of waves you like. So yeah, I hope this has been helpful. I hope that if you enjoy this content, you'll like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.